Guys, what's good? It's your boy Phil. Today we're talking about some One Punch Man. Still on my little tangent from the last chapter because it was so good. There was so much information jam-packed into this chapter. A lot of shit. The community has been popping and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. So I've talked about, what have I talked about? I've talked about Sage Centipede already. I've talked about my boy Gar already. Kind of went into Platinum Sperm already, right? We think he's dead. We think he's probably not coming back. Yeah, no, I don't think that's happening. Talked a little bit about Flashy. Talked a little bit about the God Squad. Talked about those new pages that dropped the other day, which completely changed the whole shape and structure of what's going on. If God is really coming out here and trying to persuade different S-class heroes to join his side, right? And pop some of these monster cells or something. I don't know what his, or maybe just get blessed by him, similar to Homeless Emperor. If that's really what he's after, that's some crazy shit, right? Talked a little bit about that. There's only a few more things, really. There's only a few more things to talk about to then say we've fully digested and fully examined this chapter. There's a few things I want to talk about. Really, the main thing is I want to talk about Blast. And the Blast fucking squad he has going on. That whole thing, that was a little weird. And also, I do want to mention Saitama. Because I think Saitama does have a role in all of this. And I think he's going to be, he's due for a one punch. That's for sure. If you look at the chronology of the story thus far, of the arc we're in, he hasn't one punched anybody in a while. So he's due for one, for sure. And I think he's going to be fighting pretty damn soon. So, get ready. I'm excited. I'm very excited for what's to come in One Punch Man. That's for damn sure. I would have had this video out earlier, but holy shit. This fucking Yu-Gi-Oh game came out, man. I have been playing this shit non-stop. Oh, I can't. If you guys want to see me pull some packs, I dropped a video the other day of me pulling some Yu-Gi-Oh packs. It was pretty funny. I thought it was a great video. You guys can go check it out. It'll be right there, like, in the channel. Go watch it if you want to have a good laugh. But without further ado, One Punch Man, Blast, Saitama, what's going down with them? Let's do this shit. So, in 156, we see Blast come back, right? We get the fake God Blast, right? We see his face. He's trying to persuade Tatsumaki to join his side, accept this power and all that, trying to con her, right? We see that. He disappears. Tatsumaki says, nah. I don't want that shit. And then the real Blast appears out of his little black hole. We know that's his like power or some shit. He's got something going on with that. He appears. He's all happy and shit. Did he sense the God or did he just show up randomly? I'm assuming he sensed it because then he talks about you resisted the power. That's all nice. So it's kind of, dude, he's crazy. He's on some like multi-dimensional type shit. He's trying to like, I don't know. He's on his Doctor Strange type shit. That's what Blast is on right now. He knows some shit that nobody else knows, and he's on a mission. He's on a mission. That's literally what he says in this chapter. He goes back through the portal, you see his squad, and he's gone. So, my interpretation of this was, I'm pretty sure Blast is not gonna show up for a while now. That's what this panel, this whole sequence meant to me. Because he says explicitly, hey, I got shit going on over here in this portal, bro. So I'm gonna need you guys to take care of this. I'm gonna be over there saving the fucking world or whatever he's doing, right? That's how I interpreted it. So I don't think he's coming back. And frankly, I don't know if we need him to come back. You know what I'm saying? I think we have a lot of power over here going on with Garo and Saitama versus Sage Centipede and Evil Natural Water, right? I think we have plenty of power over here to deal with what's going on here. I don't know if we need Blast. Even if God descends from the moon, right? Do we need him? I don't know if we do. I don't know if we do. I'll be real with you. I don't know if we do. I really want to see the limits of Garo's, like, you know, his God Slayer technique, right? And if he really can slay a god, because it's in the title, it's in the name, right? So surely it works, right? So I don't know if we need Blast. I really don't. I mean, I'd be cool to see him, right? And obviously fight and all that stuff. But is it his time? Is it Blast's time to, like, actually fight and shit? I don't really know. I really don't. And another character that's been talked about recently a lot is my fucking boy Metal Bat. Now, I've been on the Metal Bat hype train for a while. I've been saying for a while, this is probably the freshest S-class hero we have. Everybody else has either taken hella damage, they're fucking knocked out, they got their asses beat, or they're just chilling, right? But out of all of them, Metal Bat seems the freshest. The last time this dude was doing anything was versus the other Centipede back in the day there, versus Garo. Remember that shit? That was a while ago. That shit is so far back, it has a fucking anime, bro. So, it's been a while. In the chronology of like the shit that's going on, it's only been like a few days. Isn't that crazy? I find that insane. It's only been a few days since season 2 of One Punch Man. That's wild. But besides that point, he's the freshest guy. He's the freshest hero we got. So, I don't think he's going to fight like anything crazy. Like, I don't know if he's going to be the Sage Centipede guy, the guy to take down Sage Centipede. I don't know if that's the case. But he's got something up his sleeve. He's going to come back at some point. I believe it. I truly do believe it. But those 3 heroes, Metal Bat, Saitama, and I mean, Garo's not really a hero, but he's kind of fighting with us right now, isn't he? He's fighting against Sage Centipede, presumably. That's enough power. I don't know if we need Blast to show up. That's my thesis. I don't know. That's what I think. I think Blast is not going to show up for the rest of this arc, and if he does, it's probably going to be like at the end, like versus God or some shit. Who knows? Or if something else crazy happens, like if Orochi comes back and he's like super strong, or if Psychos comes back and she's on some crazy shit. I don't know. Those are like some of the like contingencies for how Blast could show up. But as of that, I think he's done. I don't know. That's just me though. So then you see Blast take off, right? He goes back in his portal and you see his squad there, right? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different people here. They got cool designs, everything. Obviously, they're probably going to be relevant characters, not relevant futures. Relevant characters in the future. They look cool. I don't know, there's a waifu over here, but that's about it. I can't really tell anything from their fucking silhouettes. What am I supposed to know from their silhouettes? So they're doing something. He's not fighting out there alone, to quote the man. They're doing something. It's very vague. It's you can interpret this however you want. I don't really know what to get from this portal. But he has a team. He has a Blast squad. I don't know what they're doing though. They're fighting something. Other gods maybe. They're collecting the cubes or something like that. Something like in the stratosphere of the One Punch Man verse right now. That's what they're doing. They're doing something completely beyond what we know. So, is this gonna go into some multiverse type shit? I don't know. I don't know if we're going that deep, but they're doing something crazy. So, I just thought I would talk about them. Unfortunately, though, there's not much to talk about them because this is it. This is the only panel of them. And it's probably going to be for a while, which kind of saddens me because, I don't know, there's a lot of potential here. They got cool designs, cool silhouettes. They probably are strong as shit if they're hanging out with Blast, right? So, I don't know. Which brings me to the boy Saitama, right? It always ends up with him. So, like I said at the beginning of this video, I think Saitama's due for a one punch. I think he's due for a serious punch, actually. And I don't know who it's going to be on. I don't know if it's going to be on Sage Centipede. I don't know if it's going to be on Evil Natural Water. I don't know if it's going to be on Garo. I don't know if it's going to be on the God. I think he's due for a punch. And I would actually really like to know from you guys, who do you think, firstly, is getting punched by my boy Saitama? Who do you think he's going to fucking fist first? Pause. I think it's going to be Evil Natural Water, right? I still think there's this idea of Evil Natural Water fighting Saitama and Garo fighting Sage Centipede. I think it's going to be the two boys versus those two. I think that'd be really sick. I think they're the two strongest characters right now who could handle something of that level, right? Because, I mean, one's the ocean and one is technically like the earth, right? So, yeah. I think that's how it's going to go. But I could also see Saitama like punching Sage Centipede and Garo getting the credit, right? That would be sick. That would be consistent with the One Punch Man narrative as well, right? Somebody's always got to get the credit for my boy Saitama's punches, right? Is it going to be King I don't know. I really don't know, actually. Because King already got the credit for that one fucking supernatural wave fucking motion cannon, whatever he did. That was actually Garo, right? He got that credit. So, I don't know if King is going to get credit again. I think it's going to be, I think it actually be cool. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. And Garo would probably be pissed, right? Garo would be pissed. Knowing Garo's character, right? If Saitama one-punched Sage Centipede and everybody thought it was Garo who did it, Garo would be pissed. That's totally in his character, right? He'd be mad as fuck. He'd be like, no, I didn't do it. He did it. But now I want to beat your ass because everyone thinks I did it. Yeah, that's the Garo way. That's the Garo way for sure. And is that how they're going to start fighting? I don't know. Some shit like that. Maybe. Nah, I doubt it. Anyways, though, I could see something like that happening. I'm not saying it will happen, but I think Saitama's due for a one punch. And I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know who it's going to be. Well, that's the scenario. That's really where we're at in One Punch Man right now. That's all I got to talk about. Guys, I think we did a phenomenal job of dissecting this chapter. This chapter had so much. 156, man. A week later, I'm still in awe about what happened with this chapter. It is absolutely insane. Guys, that's the video. Let me know down below. What do you think about everything I said? Who do you think Saitama's due to punch next? And Blast, do you think he's coming back for like one final finale, or you think he's done? I think he's done. So, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Watch the Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Peace out.